Hello, hello. Happy Monday morning from me and Little Sprout. We're just chilling here on the couch. We were just trying to get his Bubba in. He just woke up from a 2.5 hour nap in his crib. Papa Rouse is in the house. Good morning, Bill. Good morning. Say hi, Bill. Hi, Bill. Nice. Good boy. Hi, Bill. I don't know if Joe is still in here. She was first. Hi. Yeah. Are you talking? You talking? Yes, you are. Say hi, Bill. Did you have a good weekend? Oh, my. There's the burp we were looking for. Oh, there it is again. Good boy. Now we can continue on. Oh, my. You okay? He definitely is. Hi. Mrs. Can Do. Oh my goodness. Say hello. Thank you for joining us this Monday morning. Yep. Do you wanna hold your bubba so we can cheers? You wanna do the Meme and Little Sprout cheer? Hold it for me. Ready? Do this. Say cheers. Ah, he's going for the coffee. Crystal Lynn Melvin is in the house. Good morning, Crystal. Thank you for joining us this morning. What you doing? He had a nice day yesterday visiting with Auntie Chantal and Uncle Eric. We took a ride with my sister and brother-in-law up to camp. Those of you who have me on Facebook would have seen a couple of. I only took a couple of pictures. We weren't there long. Oh my God! Speaking of Auntie, look at Auntie. You can't see her, but Auntie's in the stream. Good morning, Auntie. Wow, Shan, right on time. That is wow. That's like too funny. That's okay, Crystal. Like I said, I will never hold anybody in bad spirits or whatever because they couldn't make it to my stream or they go to a different stream that might be broadcasted at the same time as mine. You know what I mean? As long as we're okay with everything, then that's okay. Hold on for 1 second and let me say hello to Bad Idea Lab that also came through the door and Jean. Jean, yeah, I'm gonna make sure it's first time being here. Just thought I'd take a look at your channel. Looks good to me. Left a like, but can't stay. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. And welcome aboard the Crazy Train. And hope you come back for more when you can stay, because this is definitely a cool place to hang out. And I'm just gonna ramble. You don't have to stay and listen to me ramble because you just said you weren't staying. But anybody new here or that's been here knows I say to people, this is like going to your best friend's house. Not that I'm your best friend, but that would be nice. But anyways, it's like chilling with a bestie. You drive there and go and have coffee in Danish or whatever. And you hang out, you just talk small talk, everyday life. That's what we do here. We like to build people up. We like to give shout outs for channels that are still just starting out. You know what I mean? We do what we can to spread the word and share the love. We've definitely felt the love from the community here, the Treasure Fam community. And when we say Treasure Fam, not to coin anybody's channel, because it's a bunch. It's anybody that does metal detecting, mudlarking, dump digging, magnet fishing, fishing, outdoor adventures, camping, whatnot. Anybody, you know what I mean? Like birds of a feather. It's what we're doing is what we have in common is obviously we're out doing things that we enjoy and we're sharing footage of it. You know what I mean? Which is awesome. Do we have to talk about it every time we get together? Hell no, that's not. My hubby does a lot of the stuff lately in the last, I'll say, year, anyways, huh, babe? Um, but I've been going strong with the brunch with Bean because that's my getting to know somebody personal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just want people to think that we're just the fictionist characters or whatever. Granted, a lot of people know us as Team Clambake, which that is our true peeps. That is our true selves. But we have a grandbaby with us now, so we are trying to create a more wholesome family type ish channel. You know what I mean? Like, not a problem. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you'll be back. Anybody that doesn't know, Chantel Boucher, that's up in the stream, is my firstborn daughter, auntie to Caden, or Little Sprout. Yeah. Good timing for that smile, baby. Say, I had so much fun at your house yesterday, Auntie Chantel. And I played with Uncle Eric on the bed and Nova. And we traveled 2.5 hours to go to camp. We had breakfast on the road. Well, we didn't eat breakfast on the street, you know what I mean? We stopped at a Tilton diner and had a pretty damn good breakfast and continued our way up to camp. We were lucky enough to get into our camp. We just undid one little strand of the blue tarp. And went in the camp and we checked it out for leaks, you know, because it is like the end of, well, it's spring now. So we were looking to see if we had any water damage. The bed is still dry. Yay. The tarp did great. However, did we have critters? Yes. Did I find any carcasses in my sink like last time? No. However, faux pas on me. Guess who forgot 3 cans of diet ginger ale in the refrigerator that had exploded. And yet, I have a tea kettle, coffee pot, if you will, stainless steel on the counter, 3/4 full of water that is not frozen. So water in a metal kettle, still liquid, not even a crusting on this. And yet, 3 cans of soda, diet soda, that's in a enclosed refrigerator, exploded. So we puffed one. And not to gross you guys out, but you know me with no filter. So I pretty much went 2.5 hours or 2+ hours up the camp and had my first off the grid bowel movement. I couldn't hold it. I was like, oh my God, are you shitting me right now? See, I went to the restroom with my sister when we stopped at the rest stop. You know, buddy system and everything. Yeah, buddy system, sister or not, I'm not going to be grunting and groaning and creating gastric stuff with my sister sitting right next to me, you know, squatting right next to me, as you will. So I held it. Well, needless to say, after another hour on the road, that also made its turns and stuff to its final destination. So, yeah. My kid's laughing because I already told her this disgusting story. Traveled 2.5 hours out of my way just to take a shit in my camper. And pretty much bag kids carry in and carry out, you know what I mean? And but actually, while we were in there puffing and grunting, hubby wasn't there for the grunting part. I don't think, anyways. And he went outside, and my sister and brother-in-law had done like a snow measurement of where the shed's going to go, which is going to be the bunkhouse for whoever. It's going to be a gambrel, like barn shaped shed with a loft. Boop ba beep ba boop ba be doo 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 doo. So we're thinking of like 2 beds, just like foam mattresses or whatever. Maybe on like a pallet thing, like Chinese type beds up in the loft. Plus, they have a futon that they're going to put downstairs in the living room area. My niece has been dying to get rid of this rocking chair that she got from my mother when she had her baby shower. That has been in the family for like 35 years, if not more, 40 years. We'll just say it's been in the family since her husband was a baby. Okay, we have pictures of my kids were babies. Hang on, he dropped this. I know, hang on. Yep. So we'll bring the rocking chair one of these trips up because they bought I don't know, it was called the Corey trailer, the one when I worked landscaping. But anyways, they bought like a 6-foot wide by 12-foot long trailer, so you can lug shit behind her truck instead of borrowing it or renting one. They now have their own trailer with the back that comes down, and they can ride there side by side right up onto it or whatever. Where was I going with that? Oh, so yeah, la la la. We'll bring the rocking chair in that, plus whatever wood we can cut up from our yard that we've lost over the last couple of really bad storms. We'll bring them into logs and bring them up. And then we're going. Oh, I have a bureau here that we used to use at his other place before we bought this place that we don't use anymore. And we broke and disassembled the mirror, the old laminate freaking 6 bureau dresser drawer with the mirror, like the hutch type mirror, kind of almost like behind me, headboard type, not a headboard, but a bureau. So we got rid of the bureau years ago. Mirror. I can't speak today. Years ago, but still have the bureau. My sister wants to put a dresser of some type in the new bunkhouse when it gets built, and with a old countertop. Hence, we have one right out back. Let me see if I still got the picture. So I sent her the picture, and I said, this is the dresser I was talking about that has a countertop. I can redo it for you. Would you want the dresser to be black and the countertop to be gray, like a dark concrete? So anyways, this is the old dresser I was talking about. So we're going to put that in like the kitchen area. I'm going to spray paint that, probably roll, not spray. We're going to do that. This is a bunch of junk that's in between. This is in our workshop. Most of that is broken down cardboard. It's some of his tools, his brand new saw. All that stuff can be moved. You know what I mean? So that countertop, though, is huge, which is, I got to tell her, it doesn't fit exactly on that bureau. Like, there's this much behind the bureau, that's countertop, and this much in front of it, which isn't a problem. You know what I mean? But I don't know if she's going to want that cut to size, or if you can cut that. You know what I mean? We're talking like a laminate old freaking countertop. Obviously, it's got to be able to be cut somehow, but you know what I mean? If we could just go down one side of it and make it be a little bit not so huge. However, she had sent a picture to Facebook showing the inside of a shed type whatever that she wanted her the inside of the bunkhouse to look like similarly. Um, and the bureau also had a sink cutout. So hubby has tools. He's a maintenance man. I'm gonna cross my fingers that we can get him to cut a sink size hole in the countertop, as well as the bureau. And what we can do is you just remove one of those bureau drawers, you know what I mean? So that the sink can sit in that area. And then you take off the three sides of the drawer and just keep the facing. If you wanted to, you could even make it like a thin type area, not a full drawer, but just like you could hold dry sponges and scrubbies and shit like that. And the drawer just you pull forward and it would drop down on a hinge type deal, like a surprise door that you can, like I said, keep your dry sponge and scrubby or whatever there instead of being on the top of the bureau slash sink counter space. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna say we are still live, right? I haven't seen the chat move at all. I'm like, tell me we're still on, but we're on. Okay, just making sure. Yeah. So yeah, our camper it held up great. We don't have any leakages that we know of that we saw anywhere. And all I have to do is pretty much sweep up whatever mouse poop is there and Clorox clean up the hell out of the inside of the camper when we do go up there. Or Pine Sol it. Like I said, I haven't found any carcasses. Yes, we are here. Just making sure. I'm like the chat hasn't moved at all this whole time I've been la 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 la. Hello, welcome back, Joe. Michigan Gems in the house. My daughter is right above you. Well, in the chat, you're actually above and to the side of us, being in Michigan. Joe, did you ever end up doing your hair? I is lurking, watching on phone. Bad hip day. Oh, not a problem. Oh, hugs. We hope you feel better, Bill. That sucks. That's the only thing, though, with getting a hip replacement. It's weird. It's like, you know how people with bad bones or whatever, osteoarthritis, they go, oh my God, I think it's going to rain today. I can feel it in my back. You know, my mother has real bad back problems when it rains. So you'll kind of, your body's like a barometer. So I can totally understand that too. You know what I mean? On certain days, I don't know, humidity or whatever, and just life in general. Stu's metal detecting. Thank you for joining us all the way from the UK. Good afternoon. We did a photo shoot, a 7-month photo shoot. Chantel, I put it on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen it. Obviously, you've seen it because I put it on Facebook. But the one on TikTok goes to the Peanut character, the Peanut cartoon theme. Do 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 do. Yeah. We're well. We hope you're well. Yeah, it's like I said, it's like the same ones that you saw yesterday, except because I did it with the pumpkin patch because he looks like friggin' Linus. So on TikTok, I said, "Oh my God, let me see if I can get the Peanuts theme song," and sure enough, do 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 do. Huh, peep peeps. He slept awesome, Chan. Well, he slept awesome last night too. So weird. So tired. Like he had 2 naps at your place. Anywho, we try to keep him up to like at least 6ish before I feed him like his last bubba before laying down. Right, last night, dude, he's rubbing his eyes and rubbing his eyes and rubbing his eyes. It was, I think it was 5:15, guy. I was like, "Are you okay? Are you faking?" Are you? Whoa! Are you faking? Are you faking? He slept a lot here. Well, not a lot. 2 naps, okay? Well, he slept last night by 5:30, guy. I changed it from the cakey food stuff. What, baby? What? I changed it from that. You want this? No. You want the horsey? I showed my mother this toy the day that we were doing the craft blankets. And she's like, "Oh, that's cute." And I go, "Yeah, it makes noise." Or I did this or something. And she goes, "Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that toy. Give me a break, okay? It's a baby toy." Whew. Yeah, that's Mem for you. So yeah, he slept from like 5:30. Ooh, ooh. He slept from like, oh my god, Becky, 5:30 to midnight is when I made him his bottle. When he woke up, who you? That's who, you crazy boy. Yeah. So yeah, he went from 5:30 to midnight. Made him a bottle, and then I got up at 4, 4:30. 4:30. He was having a bubba by then. Yeah. So remember how we used to do the 1 to 1.5 hours after a bottle? He gets all Mr. Cranky Pants. Now it's bumped up. He does like about 2.5 hours. He was up from 4:30 to 7, and I brought him out back and changed his diaper, which was pretty much half up his back. And then I moved the channel from the cake making channel to the dark screen, and he went right to sleep. Okay, Stu, have a great day. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry that I was a little beep, 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 beep. Yeah. I don't know. I think you might walk before we actually get a chance to get him out there. Bean, what do you think of the quilt 2 I made? I'm on number 2. Oh, I don't know if I see number 2, babe. You showed me the one last night and asked me about the border color, which I told you my opinion was rust, because out of all the squares that you use, my eyes picked out that rust color in almost everyone except for the solid blue and sage. I have to put the borders on, one with sage and the other with rust. There you go. That's too funny. You went with both of our opinions. That's cool though. I didn't know you made 2 of them. That's awesome. What color did you choose for the back? You said you were doing a solid back color. You said dark, making the same pattern as the first one. There you go. Are you making them for? Wait, did she just say what she was doing? By Wednesday. Are you making them for yourself? For you and Jack? He does too. I hate when the YouTube pauses and says, "Are you still watching the video?" I have it on dark screen, fucking sleep music. You're gonna ask me this as I'm sleeping? Am I in the hospital? You see your face. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? What am I doing? Say what is going on? That is Quakeway. So crazy. Ah, making them for friends. There you go. Brown in a cream. There you go. Hello. Um, our vlogs. I hope I said that right, and I'm sorry. Correct me. You can do phonetically how you say your name. That works out. R. Welcome to Brunch with Bean. This is my grandson, Caden. Bean. Bean? Little sprout. I'm like trying to say it, but my finger was going to the wrong one. Bean. Yeah, he's a little bean. Just be cool. Metal detecting. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Oh yeah, I don't do anything I have to pay for. Not to sound like a tight ass or whatever, but StreamYard free, Facebook free, all the other little fucking thingies, apps and stuff free. The minute they say I have to pay for Facebook, want to be pen pals because I'm not paying for it. Sorry, I'll go back to phone calls and all that stuff. AR squared. Hi. I'm trying to get him to say hi. I don't know why. He has a couple of new things that he does. Fluffer nose thing. I thought maybe he had a crusty booger or something in his nose that was tickling his nose because the last 24 hours or so, last day or so, he makes this scrunchy face, which even Chantel was like, "What is up with the face?" This is the fake cough. Here's me, El Bronco over here. Bronchitis is what I meant to say. El Bronco. I just called myself a horse. Whoa. Do you want to try drinking your bottle now that we got a couple of burps? Huh? Oh, where did you go? This kid kills me. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? There he is. PA Patriot Prospecting's in the house. Hello, PA. Thanks for joining us. Ready? Do peekaboo. Do peekaboo. Emmy says, "Where's the baby? Where's the baby? There he is." Where's the baby? Caden. Where's the baby? He's watching his cakes. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? A peekaboo. A peekaboo. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? No. Oh, nice burp. Pick is in here this morning. Actually, Pick is kind of here this morning. He's playing hooky, but he decided, where's the baby? Peekaboo. There he is. Say Grandpa went out metal detecting. He decided, where's the baby? Peekaboo. What are you doing? Huh? Uh-oh. Where's Dog? Where's Dog? Yeah, he looked right at him. See, we call Milo Dog Dog. I say dog dog because we get two dogs, Buddy and Milo. I mean, yeah, Buddy and Milo. I'm freaking French today is really flying. uh, dog dog. There he is. Say hi, Milo. Hi, my. Hey, dog dog. Hi. Next thing you know, he'll be 16. Oh, sorry, Crystal. It's so um it's sad when family, you know, but I'm trying to say, how can I say it? Like we all live in the same state and hardly ever see each other. You know, the funny thing is I'm looking forward to going 2+ hours away up to East Vermont to hang out with my sister who lives freaking 20 miles away. 20 minutes away. But she has a house full of, she has 2 kids. Her kids have kids. They're all under one roof. One has 4 kids. The other has 2 kids. And now there's a friend that's also staying there. So, needless to say, sister and brother in law really look forward to not being home. The Bud Files are in the house. Thank you for joining us this morning. You want to try your Bubba? Want to try what? Yeah, let's try what's left of the bottle, shall we? Oh, yeah, where'd your shoe go? This kid is Houdini with his. Yeah. Hold on. Shan, did you check out his feet? So, what do you think? Flintstone feet or what? We're discussing similarities in the genetic line on the paternal, my daughter's paternal side, not Caden's father, but my daughter's father. Yeah, like I said, let's see if I can put him sideways. Turn, look, dog, this, look over here. Ooh, hey, you see this? Look at that profile. He has his grandfather who's in heaven, ears, and shaped head. Oh, he might have still had paint on the rim. I thought I saw gray paint the other day. Actually, I was trying to scrape it off with my non-existent fingernail, and he was not having it. Just little fat ridges and stuff, but scrubbed his foot. Makes it sound like he's been playing in the dirt. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Is Uncle Eric watching or just you? So we can say hi to Eric too. It's funny that you say that, Crystal, because we have brought that up at least on 3 separate occasions. Well, the funny thing was when my husband went to the hospital right before he ended up coming home, because the doctors were like, because he was in the NICU, so I was the only one pretty much, and the mother and father. So anyways, I was the one that was with him up until like his last week, and they decided that hey, why don't you bring your hubby so that he can bond with the baby before actually going home. And the first time he held him and he looked down at him, and the baby was like newborn, you know what I mean? Like he looked at him with his furrowed brow. And my husband was like, "Oh hell no!" He looks just like Freddy, which is his grandfather's name. So, oh, he's outside now. Yeah, I think it was something like that. And oh, I know he does not like getting cleaned up at all. Yeah, considering I think he had paint on it. Oh, hold on. Somebody's in the green room and he's pissed that he's there all by himself. Hold on. He's eating all the brownies. No, I don't have brownies, but I do have chocolate chip cookies. Hey,
Good morning.
good morning. Park Rat Pat's in the house. How
We
you
trying
feeling?
to be anyway. Whew. You know, rough nights with bad teeth, but then I wanted to at least come up for a short time and congratulate you on earning your off-grid dump merit badge. Happy to hear about that.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Mm.
Oh my god, that's too funny. That is
That's
funny.
how long I've been trying to get on. My computer's moving so slow today.
Oh, it's moving slower than my bowel movement.
Yeah,
Mine was pretty quick, actually.
yeah, but when you were done, you could still see the steam coming off of it in that
Oh
cold.
my god. Like I said, we won't even get into that. But my husband's like, "Are you shitting me right now?" I'm like, "No, go away. Hand me that roach and go away."
Oh, been staying super busy, making stickers and other cool stuff. We got a new sticker for the morning show, the early show.
Nice.
So got that pumped out. Of course, made a bunch of new toilet stickers because everybody loves those.
Yeah, those are awesome.
See, now when you go to camp, you'll be able to nail one to a tree.
Right? Well, she's looking at Amish outhouses. So, which is
Where you
kind of
can like,
like
where you can sit beside each other and dump for safety.
no, that would be tandem.
Yeah.
No, thank you. It's funny that you say that because
I
getting
don't think
back
that would
to
be any fun. I mean, could you imagine sitting there and the person beside you goes first and the splash hits your butt?
right, because it's not like there's a wall freaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, that is so funny. In the camp area, it was my uncle's camp, but well, it's my uncle and aunt's camp now, but before it was a friend of theirs, way back in the day. And my sister and I were tramping through the woods, and we came upon a tandem effing outhouse.
Yeah.
And we were like, who in their fucking right mind would what two people? You know? I said, I understand the buddy system with females, to tinkle.
Mm.
But sitting side by side with your best friend, you know what I mean?
Well,
But I'm thinking couples that have to,
will
hey,
they
honey, hold the lantern. I'm afraid a bear is going to eat me. You know what I mean?
so somebody got to go to the bathroom. It's like, take your big brother with you.
Yeah, and I don't want to stand outside and get eaten, so I'll have my own freaking petition to stand. Too funny. But no, I guess I don't know. It's kind of like an enclosed box inside a box. You do your business, and then it has like a drop down trough door. But I think it has has a reservoir where it collects for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. But no, they have running water. You know what I mean? It's just not connected to anything because they had to have it tested last year and it came back great and blah blah blah. But I think she's supposed to do like not gravity fed, but something that you wash your hands first. So whatever gray water will say that you use from washing your hands then goes into the receptacle that would be used to flush this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so it's going to be like the shell of whatever Amish outhouse. but it'll have water that'll send it to their septic.
Yeah. See, that's when you want to make sure that you're not putting food scraps and stuff in your gray water. You know, you'd hate to flush and see corn coming out the holes, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't look right.
Right. But then again, corn's magic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You
Oh,
might
yeah.
not think you have any food particles in your freaking because I'm like, I seem to remember chewing that before swallowing.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it come back magically? Like, at least it doesn't come back on the cob.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Sometimes it looks like it, though. I don't mind that so much, but
Feels
if I
like
look down there
it.
and see a whole pork chop, it's going to be like, I didn't even eat the bone.
If you're getting splashed, it's time to dig a new pit and move the outhouse. We've had to do that before on a single one. This is what I remember being a kid, you know what I mean? Oh my god, gray water is wash station and shower water. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. That's why I said, well, if you go in there from like, being out there camping, you get pitch and dirt and whatever debris. So you wash your hands before doing your business and wash your hands again after. And
Yeah.
that water will just be going to a receptacle that is used
And a
for.
lot of that comes from the shower, like she said. So
Mhm.
at
Yep.
some point, you're going to flush and your toilet's going to smell like Pantene.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you
Yeah.
rinse your head in the toilet? It smells like
Right.
Head and Shoulders.
Gee, your shit smells terrific.
How you doing, PA?
Only on my stream, pretty much. Or some guys, I guess. Because like Brenda says, you should have been there with I forget what they were talking about at that time, but Mark the Berg Hunter and somebody else were having a hell of a convo. One I would probably be like, yep. Hey, it's like I said, well, I guess sometimes I'm a little too fucking transparent, but it's life. It's
Everybody does it.
it is, like I said, off the grid. A lot of people don't understand off the grid. Like, you're pretty much squatting next to the freaking cougar, okay?
Especially if they share that two-holer with you.
You don't want to be hanging onto a tree and hear and think it's the dude, 2 feet away from you's belly. No. You're about to be I always forget this name. Timothy fucking Treadwell. I'm a bear. I want to live with the bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were bear excrement is what you ended up being, unfortunately.
It's it. And his dad always told him he'd never amount to a pile of shit. He proved him wrong.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you got to get solar panels out there. Yeah.
Oh, my sister has a humongous. Oh my
Feeder.
god. Yeah, we're still in the process of working out the bugs and stuff. Like, she got it late in the season. She didn't get it until the end of August. And it like holds a charger, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to be able to run her camper, my camper, and anything else that we were to hook up to it. And you're lucky if you get up the next morning and have any power stored,
Is it one of those little power box things and it's got the USB stuff and all and you can
it's got like what does it have? I don't know, 6 to 8 freaking solar panel tree, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it goes to that big metal box that's already pretty much rewired for you. You just got wired for you. You got to put in like the really thick cable, to the right one, shit like that, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it's all the inverter and all that stuff.
And all of those have batteries in them, but because of the size of them, it's smaller than a car battery. It's freaking useless. And
It's got like 6, I think, batteries in it.
inverters themselves will drain the batteries, but mostly what you're getting when you get one of those is about 6 of these. This is what you're gonna find in there. This shit don't last long. Your best off.
No, they look like the size of like normal, like what you would pull out of your car. I'm pretty sure. That's why she's like, "Hello, we spent wuku whatever."
Mm,
And nobody's there. We did this. We put the solar panels together. We meaning the 3 of them, and I kind of helped supervise.
batteries lose power in the cold also, so you have
Yeah.
to consider that.
Yeah, they said that obviously the thing wasn't quite southern. Hello, we have it facing the same way that the old original solar tower is. You know what I mean? Come on. The sun comes up like this all day. So we should be able, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It would be
when I
nice to
use
get an automatic follow the sun, but hey,
when I use solar panels when we're off grid camping, I get them aimed, and every 15 minutes I move them with the sun. And you move them so that the shadow they're leaving on the ground is the smallest shadow possible. Then you know you're aimed right at it. But yeah, about every 15 minutes you need to go out there and move that to keep it at maximum
right.
draw.
And again, we got all of
you-
this year, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
to
if you're
check
out
it
in the
out.
woods, what else you got to do? Go ahead
Right.
and move the solar panels, crack another
But
beer.
I also want it because they do have like a 2 solar panel, fold up portable, blah blah blah, that they use during the day, and they charge their phones and whatever his CPAP machine, you know what I mean, that he uses at night. You need power for that.
Yeah.
So that's what I told hubby. I want to make sure that we have 2 20-pound propane tanks up at camp for the camper alone. I also want 2 batteries. So we never run out of propane. When the first tank goes, we bring it to town and get it filled. We bought one from the town, from freaking Petticoat Junction store. And I'm not lying when I say that name. It's what it's fucking called. So we have a tank from up there, you know what I mean? But we'd have to bring the non-labeled one back home with us or whatever, and have that one filled at home, or you trade it in Walmart or somewhere. But I want 2 tanks for camp so that you don't get cold if you put the heater on, if you have a cold. You know what I mean? I want 2 batteries in case one gets drained, because we have a battery charger, but again, takes electricity. So if we got a portable fold-up solar panel thing, we could charge the battery charger, plug that in and charge the battery while the whole thing's being powered by the sun. Anywho.
Yeah. Well, for $140, you can get a nice solar panels array from Harbor Freight for sure. I have some big ones here. I put a couple of these together, and I use those. I mean, they'll charge a battery fast because each of those is a strong 12 volts, but I'll actually use those to run a fan because fans take a lot of power.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time plugging in a fan to your inverter and draining that battery when you can run the fan directly from the sunlight if it's a 12-volt fan. So get a used fan from like a junkyard for like somebody's radiator fan. That's 12 volt, and they put out a lot.
I actually have 2 fans that I bought while we were up there, and unfortunately couldn't find the solar one, but they are USB plugs. So we have those charger pack thingies that, you can run shit off of it for like 6 hours.
And then this one here is also bad to the bone. You can see it's dusty. I haven't pulled it out in a while. But when we have our setup going, we have about 3 batteries set up. This is 36 volts. This charges all 3 batteries at once. And super lightweight and easy to carry around.
Right?
So that's a great little system to have. Easy to plug in, get the wires on the back and everything already.
Yeah, I'd like to have our own juice until they figure out what's going on and we get the solar, wiring to
Mhm.
our camper as well as theirs, and then we have water that we have to dig a little trench that we can lay down like that black tubing to, so
Yeah.
that can come to our camper. You know what I mean? You turn your freaking faucet on and bam, you got freaking water.
Mhm.
Right now we're bringing in, again, carry in, carry out. Where did you get that little one? Jem says.
Oh, I think that came from Siemens. That's the name of the company.
I bet.
Siemans. But I have tons and tons of solar panels because when we would make stuff for my old job, we made remote monitoring units and they needed to be solar powered. So whenever I'd call up these companies like BP or Siemens or whatever and say, I'm working on this project, I'm the vice president of such and such company here, and I'd like some samples, they'd just send me solar panels to work with.
Oh, wow.
And then when I decide on which one we're going for the project, I just keep the other stuff and bring it home. So, I mean, I have like boxes and boxes of raw panels here. These are all raw panels that you can use to set up your own array. They're already tabbed, quick solder together. These ones came from ML Solar. I asked for a sample for a remote monitoring unit, and they sent me like 12 boxes of these.
Wow.
Along with the magnesium wire and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm set up and good to go. When I had my
Jim said, send them our way.
when I had my canoe going, I would run that on a 12-volt trolling motor, and I'd carry a big battery with me.
Us too.
Then I set up the solar panels at the front of it, and the solar panels run the trolling motor.
Dude.
I would go all day long. I would go from here in Sebastian, 20 miles down to Vero, fish all day, and come back. And as long as the sun was out,
Oh my God.
I never had to worry about power.
That's a freaking awesome idea. See, that's another thing to throw up my husband. Like, oh my God, Pat said he used solar power to use his trolling motor.
Yep.
Because we take a marine battery with us when we go in the canoe.
Yeah, marine batteries are nice, but a battery like that, you can only bring them down to about 50%. And then you've got to recharge them. If you go below 50% too many times, you'll kill the battery. After that expense over and over again, morning JP, after that expense over and over again, you realize it's actually more efficient for you to buy a Battleborn battery. Now, it's just one big ass battery, but it's $1,000. It's super lightweight. You can fully drain this and fully recharge it 3,000 times, and you'll lose about 2% capacity.
Wow.
And they are absolutely awesome. That's what I have in the motorhome.
Oh, wow.
And, I can be off grid for days in the motorhome on just one battery. Running everything I need to. Pop them solar panels out if I have to, and we're good to go.
Right.
So,
that's what I told him. I definitely want our own, just, until we are hooked up. Because what if we go up there one weekend and they're not up there? You know what I mean? We got to have, granted, like I said, we got the battery, we got the 2 tanks of gas. I want definitely a second battery for up there.
Now, if you've got some ingenuity, if there's running water nearby, you can make a little water wheel generator that will easily, with a small motor, put out enough power to charge your phones and stuff, so you're not drawn from your main source on that. You can also use a good car alternator with its 12-volt rectifier. It's built into every car, and use that to make a wind turbine. So if you've got a lot of wind going on, let the wind be charging those
I
batteries.
said that to my sister too.
Yeah.
Between solar, we definitely get wind. You know what I mean? Like, too bad we couldn't convert the old solar tower that was there because there was a house on that property that burnt
Mm-hmm.
down. Too bad that we can't like take off the frame, which I'm sure we could, that
Mm.
used to hold the panels, and put some type of blades up there or whirligig.
Oh, it's easily done, and it's super because if during the day your batteries are charging from the sun but also being used, at night your batteries are charging from the wind. So you don't wake up and oh no, the fridge is dead and we gotta get the panels going and wait to make coffee and just keep it going
Yeah,
24/7.
we don't use the microwave. The fridge isn't on, but what we do is we bring ice in a cooler or get it in town, and then we put that. I have a metal roasting pan, like hard metal roasting pan. Um, we fill that with our ice and we put that in the refrigerator because it has shelves, so it works way better than a cooler.
Yeah, we can be here at the house without power for weeks, and I never have to start the generators because of the panels I use, along with the inverters. I mean, I'll go ahead and plug my hot water heater right in to the inverter because they're only 110. So, just plug it straight in. You've got hot water. But when everybody else is without power, we're taking hot showers, watching TV, eating ice cream out of the freezer. Everything works fine. Oh,
Yeah,
been doing
you're
this
pretty
for
much gonna eat your ice cream on the way home from
yeah.
town.
We pretty much we've been doing this for 20 plus years here at the house. So we've got our hurricane power outage game down to a fine science right now.
Right.
I mean, shit, just looking across here in the garage, I can see 10 more of those big solar panels, 2 inverters,
Mama's
a
got
couple
the
of
tennies
batteries.
in the house. Good
Mm.
morning, Mama. Say good morning, Auntie
How's it going,
Brenda.
everybody? Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Good stuff. Happy day.
Hey, love you. Say bye, Auntie Santo. I love you. Bye.
Mm.
We'll FaceTime later. Not like later, not saying today, but you know what I mean.
Just that general later babers kind of thing.
Right. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, babe. Love you. Sorry, didn't mean to cough.
Ciao, man. Keep in touch with yourself.
Something she's heard all her life. Her dad used to say
Yeah.
that. Not to them, but you know what I mean. I say it. I say it all the time. Keep in touch.
And so yeah, I love solar power and all kinds of battery stuff. I mean, this is a homemade battery out of a piece of carbon and some magnesium strip. And if I spritz this down with water, boom, it's live, it's active, it's putting out about 2.5 volts.
You know
And
what that reminds me of?
I
When
get-
I went
I
to
get a
junior
whole
high
string
school,
of
we
these.
made batteries.
Yeah, I got a whole string of these set up back there that I can just spritz. They come to life, and I can power lights out here with them. Not a problem.
Ooh,
Earth
ooh.
batteries are good. These are some of the small batteries that go inside like your rechargeable drills and stuff. They'll have like 12 or 15 of these inside of there. And I use these and hook them up in series for different little things I want to do. Like I've got a setup of 3 of those that's dedicated to nothing but charging my pufficators. And so anything that's not coming from the main power source is saving that power for the fridge or the TV. Mm-mm-mm. Wonder if I got a picture of that somewhere. Let's see. Oh, I gotta get all fancy here. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see. There's my photos. Here we go.
What you looking at?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Stu says you well, Park Rat Pat. Yeah.
I'm hanging in. The pain is intense, but I'm going to be making a call here in a little while, seeing if I can get some pain meds and some antibiotics.
Right?
I accidentally took some of the cat's medicine yesterday. Don't ask me how.
Yeah. You know what though? Uh my dog and I both had tramadol.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
That's
and
what I've been
then
taking is the dog's tramadol.
yeah, people are probably gonna be like, what? But I definitely have back in the day because I didn't have whatever. And I
Mm-hmm.
went to the dog freaking shit. It
Yeah,
works the same. I don't give a shit. I just kind of find myself
yeah,
doing this every once in a while.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Dentures in Michigan with Lisa's in us. Good morning.
Sure.
You're so funny. He
Okay,
like has this thing for my mug.
so here's a picture of me on my canoe, and you can see the little orange outrigger off to the side here, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
one there.
Oh, hold on. Let me make you big.
I made outriggers so that I could stand up in the canoe and throw a cast net. Now, the area right in front of me, in front of that first bar, up to the next bar that's, well, somewhere around here, down in the bottom where you would normally put your cooler to have it centralized, that's where I have the solar panels that run the trolling motor. And again, I can go all day out there as long as the sun's
That's too
shining.
funny. He just pulled up. He
So,
just pulled up. Wait till I tell him.
so that's an awesome little setup right there. There's another. I took the outriggers off for this because me and my buddies were all hooked together with their boats and a little raft and stuff like that. So this one I didn't even.
We float around on the water with his big wheels. They're like wheelchair wheels on like a strip of aluminum, and he puts the boats on that and pulls it along.
Yeah.
So that when we hit the water, he just puts it in over the canoe. Oh, nice.
Look at the size of that sucker.
Right? Is that a
Yeah.
5-gallon bucket?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's a 20-pound Jack Crevalle. Best thing for fishing in the river up here, if you want to get the fighting fish, is to get a small piece of pork chop that you've like left over from dinner. Put it in a Ziploc bag and leave it outside for a couple of days till it gets really nasty. And just a small piece of that. When the oils and nastiness are coming off it in the water, the fighting fish attack that, man.
Wow.
They just go for it. So
It reminds me of like the swamp people that use the rancid chicken for the gators.
Yeah, look at the size of that sucker.
Oh my god, hold on. Oh, wait. You were big. There we go.
That's a nice size, you know. And I'd only been out there for like 15 minutes.
Wow.
As soon as I threw that at it, pook, before I'd even turned around to walk back up and get a cigarette, thing was gone.
Triplers in the house, straight up metal detecting. Thanks for joining us.
And I see none of my pictures actually show the panels though. That's the
Thank you for tuning in and listening, Tripwire.
There we go. That's when I was young and adorable.
Oh, too
Hey,
cute.
look, only 2 teeth, just like now.
Oh my god, too funny.
Yeah, well, looks are and everything. Hey, look, I used to have dark hair.
Hold on.
I was gorgeous.
Oh shit. You still got thick hair though.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't lost really any, but it just.
All right.
Oh.
Here's me getting ready for a Halloween party. Oh.
Ah, you lie. That's you on the weekends. That's too funny.
Oh, this is me winning my first iPad out of a claw machine thing where you've got to cut the string.
What?
Yeah, that's how I got my first iPad. I won it out
Oh,
of the
that's
machine.
cool. That's too funny.
It cost me $27.
Oh shit. Uh,
Mm,
how much did it cost to play the game?
$27.
No, like only one time you did it.
No, it was $1 a shot.
Oh, okay, that's why I'm like, how much did you plug into the fucking machine?
Mm,
That's the whole thing, Mama. Guys look distinguished with gray hair. Women just look old.
this is one of
But
those solar
I
panel
decided to embrace
projects
the gray and
from work. We had trays set up. These were the remote monitoring units that we needed the solar panels to run. So we had to make sure that the sizes were right.
dude,
Did everything on that $250,000 pick and pluck
solar
machine
panels on
there.
the front of his canoe and had it run his trolling motor. Is that cool? I'm like, because I said how we bring the battery and all that stuff. He does this.
Yeah. Solar energy is fun.
Hun and Drag is his Saturday night gig. Oh my god, that's too funny. Wait till he has a must come dressed as whatever as the opposite Zoom thing.
Yeah, we used to do that when we first got together. My wife and I, we would go to these pimp and whore parties where the girls dress like pimps and the guys dress like whores. And those were fun.
No, I've been to one or two Halloween type things at a gay bar, and that was kind of like weird because holy shit, you like who is who and which one is which, and guess what? I am straight. I'm just here with a buddy. They're like, right. When you get some butches making their way over to you, I'm like, oh my god, I'll be outside smoking a butt.
Sucking a butt.
Yeah, right. Sucking a butt outside of a gay joint. I'll be in the alley puffing a butt.
I probably don't need to be big screen anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just every time I took you off, you had something else to show. So, show and tell with Pat.
That's it.
Oh, good luck with the haircut. Have a great day, and thank you for coming, Crystal. It's always great to see you. Tell Stuart we all say hi. Huh. I know. I've been good, though. They've been there since the beginning of my stream. I haven't eaten one yet. But because you just brought them to my attention, you want a couple?
I'll have one.
You can have two.
Thanks.
Funny bones?
No. Today's yummy treat comes from Pepperidge Farm. They're the farmhouse thin and crispy milk chocolate chip cookies. These things are the bombs.
Can't wait till Pepperidge Farm starts making cookies that are infused.
Right?
Yeah. Because Pepperidge Farms has short-term memory issues.
What?
Looking at the cookie.
No, I will hold it. I'll let you lick it.
Say that, breathier.
I gave him, shut up, you dink. I gave him a little tiny piece of my steak that we had for supper the other night, and I thought I was holding on to it fairly well. Next thing you know, he sucked it in his mouth and left me like two little pieces, fibers of meat. I was like, never shoved my finger so fast in somebody's mouth and did the whole swishy thing. I go, no more. You don't get to suck on my meat. Till you get teeth and can chew. Oh my God, I
Malaysian
was so
metal
afraid he was
detector.
going to swallow it.
Welcome.
Juan's in the house. Good morning, Malaysia metal detector. How's it going? He comes in at the what we were talking about. But you know what? My stream started off with taking an off-grid dump, so it's
That's
moved
it.
on to sucking meat. That's Monday for you.
And people warn the community about me.
No, as far as I know, Pat, you're welcome in everybody's community. Me, on the other hand, they're like, stay away. I look at it as, you're, oh my goodness, why'd you jump? Why'd you just jump like that? It was just dog. Wow, he jumped like he's, dude, he just jumped like a spirit was in his face.
Mm.
He just went, whoa, peekaboo, a peekaboo, bookabee. Where's the baby? Oh yeah, he was playing earlier.
Morning,
Wanna go
Lisa.
swap? Oh.
Not yet.
Save me half. And Adventures with Lisa says, Adventures in Michigan with Lisa says, morning, Pat.
Morning.
And Papa Rose. Hi. Oh my God. Pat, you want to see some? My grandson makes me think of Linus, okay?
Mm.
So I did a 7-month photo shoot for him.
Oh, no.
I'm going to, wait, can you hold
7
him?
months.
Can you,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
so I
you
can
know.
show this?
How you? I'm back. What are you doing? I'm back.
Wait. So that's the beginning. Because I think he looks like Linus,
Mm.
I Googled freaking the Great Pumpkin or whatever the pumpkin patch thing.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. Where is it? Oh, I hate that I can't put it right. But that's him sitting in front of the
Hey, you're
moon.
missing a shoe and a sock.
Again?
Somewhere.
I just put it on him.
Boy.
Holding his
Aw.
blanket. I put it all this when he's like, please hurry the hell up, ma'am. I was sitting by the TV holding him, and Grandpa was on the couch snapping the pictures. Needless to say, I had to edit myself out of all of them pretty much, but he does have an extra arm in some of those photos. This one's cute. He looks like Linus in this one.
I'm back.
But I have fun. You know, like people are like, oh my God, more pictures. But
That's part of having a baby around. Mm.
and the thing is, well, I started with people are sending me screenshots, I think.
Buzzards are ripping up that armadillo out in the road right now.
Oh,
Oh, her hair.
yeah, I asked her if she did her hair. Because she told me she was okay. Why ain't you showing people? Can I show people? Can I show people this picture, Joe? With the red streaks? The red highlights? Can I show them both? I don't even know if that's the same picture. Yeah, it is. That's weird that the light hits it differently. So this is, I don't even know if she said yes. But anyways, this is one picture. Thank you. I'm showing it anyways, but this picture really shows it. Look at that. That's awesome. Easy breezy beautiful. Thank you, Lisa. I think so. Now a chemical spill in the Delaware River. What the fuck is going on? Oh my God! No way, PA. We just had, what did we have? A helicopter, right? Was it in our state that crashed?
No.
Oh, it was just on the news. Okay. A little sassy look, right, Mama?
Oh yeah.
I like it. I've been trimming mine too. I gotta like walk away from the scissors. All the color and cut. $75 included tip. That's nice. Huh?
I don't know.
What's today? Monday.
Mm-hmm.
When did we?
Tuesday was again.
Huh?
Tuesday to Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. It's Monday. Right. I don't know if Pat went to pick up that roadkill. No, I'm kidding.
For supper.
He said something about some kind of roadkill in the road. I'm growing mine back out to show they're like, whoa, but he just sneezed. If you guys saw him jump, my dog sneezed and he gets startled very easy. Okay, so when I cough, 7 months now he's been around. Okay, but yet when I cough, he jumps. When I'm on the rocking chair with him and Pick coughs, he jumps. If it's quiet, you know what I mean, and then all of a sudden you get that. Oh, see, he jumps. Sorry. The dog sneezes, he jumps. Can do veterans in the house. Welcome, my freaking. Where did I put my mug? Did you move it?
I don't touch your mug there.
I had a mug I was drinking from that said brunch with bean. Side of brunch. I know it's empty, but I thought
Well, it's out on the counter then.
But I didn't go in the kitchen.
Well, it's out there.
That I know of. Well, that is odd. That is odd. How the freak did it get out there? It was out here. I've been saying cheers, la la la. And I don't remember. I'm wolfing myself. Oh, he said it was a dead armadillo.
Yeah,
Mama's correcting me.
big dead armadillo.
I didn't know if you went to scrape it up off the road.
Oh no, I ain't doing that. Where am I going to put it? There's no empty lots around here. I'm not throwing it in my own yard. Let the buzzards deal with it. And
Yeah, we drove
pick
past
at it.
2 beavers yesterday, 40, 50 pounds each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huge, ginormous beavers dead. I was like, that was a beaver? That was the size of a dog.
Mm-hmm. It's when you should have saved their tails for pickleball.
Right.
I'm all set. I'll use a racket. You guys wait. Daddy will let you out in a minute.
Yeah, I'll take you in a sec.
I know. That's why I said in a minute. Bean, was that your sister's beaver? No, my sister's beaver is
We got rid
fine.
of one of them.
Actually, we didn't even go up to the pond yesterday. We, for real, walked to our camper. Right? Did you go around it? Maybe, possibly around it.
Yeah.
To look for tracks. Unlocked the door and undid one piece of string that was holding the tarp down that was right in front of the door. And we squeezed our bodies in through this much of an opening of the camper door to see if we had any leakage over the wintertime, which no leakage, dry bed, yay. But like I said, definitely had some nice activity. Haven't found any carcasses like I did that last time we went there, and there was a dead mouse in my sink. I think I would have preferred to see a couple of dead ones because then you know that the trap shit that we left out.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, we went in the camper. We disappeared. My sister and brother-in-law thought we went right back to the truck. Like, hello, we're not going to drive 2 hours, 2+ hours, and then just in 5 seconds go back to the truck. No, no. See, they have
Yeah.
like a big storage bag that they put over their camper. And they said that they have a zipper that goes all the way up to the roof that they'd have to like unzip just to be able to open the door. We, on the other hand, just untied the string from the tarp that was halfway across the door. And yeah, that's how I was able to go in and check out the mouse situation. We puffed for the first time this year in the camper and did the off-grid stuff.
Mhm.
And then we came out and they were like, oh, there you are.
Puffing
then-
and pooping.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he said, yeah, we went in there to puff or whatever and to check out the, situation with the camper. And they were like, yeah, we know.
Mm.
You should because, we haven't hit it. It's the same thing we do every time. We don't do it in their vehicle, obviously. We didn't do it at the rest stop. So as soon as we got to where we were going, 2.5 hours, yeah, we're going to freaking smoke a fatty. Damn straight.
See, I'd have smoked one before the drive.
We did. Before we got to their house to jump in their vehicle, we primed. Yeah.
That's the best way.
Because we didn't have the baby with us. I think we smoked at the house before we left. Then we dropped the baby off and then puffed before we got to their house, and then did the 2 hours and then. What? Well, I know we had breakfast in between. I'm just saying that. Did we puff on the way to their house after we dropped the baby off? We didn't? Oh, so we did good. We only puffed before we left the house.
Lightweights.
Yeah.
Can do. Good to see you here, brother.
But yeah, we left at like 8 in the morning. Went to Dunkin's. Everybody got a coffee. Then we drove. Oh my goodness. We drove not quite halfway to camp. Stopped for breakfast at the Tilton Diner. Had breakfast and then hit the road for the remainder of the trip. Was there, I want to say, half an hour at camp. Max. Because when we came out of the camper, my sister and brother-in-law had done almost like the cat and mouse thing in the snow, except what they did was they did a rough measurement of the structure that they're going to have stick built on the property. And that's going to be the bunkhouse. So if anybody comes up and visits, because nobody's going to come up to upstate Vermont and camp out in a tent. You know what I mean? They're like, no. So
why not?
They're because of the wild animals that can just go like you're in a Ziploc bag pretty much.
In a Ziploc bag with a high-powered gun, so I'm feeling pretty safe.
So yeah, it's gonna be a nice structure, and then it's also gonna be insulated and all this stuff. So like she said, we could even go up there if we wanted to go up there in the wintertime. Hello, and they're gonna put like a wood stove or something in the bunkhouse. And we could actually all go up there or whatever, or even them two or us by ourselves. But because it's a gambrel, it's gonna have a loft, and it's gonna probably have one, if not two, beds up in the loft, because I think that's like 8 foot of storage area or whatever. Not storage, but so they're gonna have like 2 beds in the loft plus a futon in the living space on the first floor, plus the rocking chair that we're gonna bring. My smoke is coming at 5. Thank
They
God.
are ripping them up.
So yeah, she said it's going to be stick built on the property, but she didn't want any barn door. Let me make you big. What the fuck?
That's just the buzzards going after the armadillo.
Oh, there you go.
They're not all in the picture. There's about a dozen of them out there.
Wow.
Somebody just flew away with part of one of his legs. So yeah, they're making quick business of him, considering he only got hit like an hour ago.
Hey, they're eating a nice hot meal. Fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh and hot. Hot and
Well,
fresh.
that's how you know they're really hungry when they do that, because usually buzzards like something to be dead for a while before they go after it.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of wildlife things where they're picking at these things and they're still breathing.
Yeah,
like,
that's
hello,
pretty
can you
cool.
wait till I die? Like, I
That's
can
pretty
feel
cool.
you eating my eyeball. You know?
Mhm.
And then the other things that have teeth automatically go for the groin, you know, all the
Yep. And some critters
right
laying there
into the
thinking, I must have been
butthole.
an asshole in a former life. What's up with that?
Right? I'm like, I'm all set being eaten alive. No, thank you.
Mhm.
Another 750 for the truck. Come show it. Oh, you know what I didn't say? I haven't said your shit yet.
You haven't said that shit yet.
The stuff you got
A couple of Darwins.
Mike Panucci. Come over here and say, oh, you got a cigarette in your hand. So hubby won a giveaway from. This is 2 giveaways in this box. I know. So I'm saying the Panucci fucking guy first.
Fucking A.
Jesus, I know you won a couple. That's why I wanted you to say it, guy.
Yeah, not for nothing, but if you just do what you're told, things will be a lot easier, Pick. Come on.
Yeah, sorry, guy. So he won this awesome comic book that's hermetically sealed.
Mm,
It's still in, you know what I mean? It's like a first
Mhm.
edition.
yeah.
John Carter, Warlords of Mars, Marvel Comic Groups, Edgar Rice Burroughs. It says 30 cents on it. But anyways, he won this comic book. Can I have this? What did you say this was? Of what? Oh, okay. Oh, see, I didn't even. An Aerosmith cassette.
There you go.
Who
We've
doesn't?
still got a cassette player. I'm not sure if we have any needles for it, but
A needle? Is that what you said? For
yeah,
a
I don't
cassette?
know if we have any needles for a cassette player, because all that stuff's really old.
Yeah, but it would be a record player that has a needle. So what is this? Is it a war nickel? USA,
Yeah.
1943. Yep. This one is USA 1949. What is it? An S Mint, and it's 90% silver.
On a 49?
That's what it says on the thingy.
Oh, that's a dime. Okay, I thought.
Yes, I'm sorry, a dime.
And I'm like,
Sorry, should have explained it was a Rosie. And this is a 1959D, 90% Rosie. I don't know what it says up in the corner there, where my finger is hiding it, but. And then 1 gram silver, fine silver bar, 0.999, right?
heck yeah. Oh, those are nice.
So this is his giveaway wins from the Mike Panucci giveaway. And then you said what? The other guy's name is Mike too? Walker Magnet. Okay, let me. That's right behind the computer, I think. From Mike Cargile, I think is what it says. Oh, so he won a magnetized screwdriver, so it holds on to your screws. He has a sticker and screwdriver for your grandson. Ah, the sticker and the screwdriver is for little Sprout.
Because you want to give little kids sharp objects.
Right. I guess it's to go in his bag of goodies with the gold that he's gotten from Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one, and what was the other one? A something warrior? A3 Sky Warrior gave him a little.
Another bar.
Oh, it was a bar? I thought it was
Another
dust.
little bar. Oh, yeah, that one. The
Gold
flake
dust,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I thought so. And what's in here, baby?
There's a 40%, I think.
And then he's got one more thing. Okay.
67.
60, what is it? Kennedy? Yeah,
Yep.
a 67 Kennedy. This is what he won from Mike Carga. What was his name? His
You got it.
channel name?
Walker Magnet.
Walker Magnet, which I just showed on the. And then let me get out the way.
We got the legend in. Yay!
Sweet. Heck
Now-
yeah.
Bust it open and try it out.
Which is funny because he went metal detecting today. You think he would have taken his brand new legend with him. Speaking of which, did you find anything?
Just some old change.
Some old clad.
Yeah.
Not silver or nothing like that.
1966 quarter.
Ooh,
Hell
close.
You win ballpark.
Cigar.
I'm in the right area, just not the right spot.
I had screwdrivers at 2 years of age. Then the screws started coming out of things, tables, cars, etc. JB, that's too funny. I need to get his treasure box done, but I need a nice warm day to work outside.
You know, when I was a kid, I could fix anything with a butter knife. That was the only tool I needed. You know?
Mike P. Panucci is going to have a huge 1K giveaway event. He's been doing week-long races. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm in them. I'm there with you.
I'm
Lisa,
like,
don't
this
worry.
guy, does he went from like what 78-hour
Yeah, he went to
race
7-day races.
to a 7-day duck race guy. Wow, that's cool. He had to check in periodically.
Have a good time over there, though.
Yeah, JP, my sister took everything apart to see how it worked. At least I put them back together when I was done. Well, that's the key. You know what I mean? Like when you take them, you're supposed to lay them in sequence. So when you go to put it back together, you're like, oh, yeah, hey. See, nowadays you can take a picture with your cell phone and be like, this is what it in stages. So when you put it back.
I would just throw all the screws into a Sucret's box and then play the guessing game when it was time to put stuff back together.
Good morning, new Miss Maniac. Thanks for joining. I'll be back live at 2 p.m. today. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Canada, right? Huh?
I think so.
Yeah. Hey, Skipper, PA says. Scooby doop doop dooby dooby doop doop. So we're already at an hour and a half going here. Oh. What you doing? She didn't care when she saw what she wanted. She dropped everything and walked away. The short hours north of Helena, Montana, and Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. You know what? I think my mother has gone to Edmonton, Alberta. Sucrets, haven't heard that in a while, pal. So the PA. I know. Do they even sell them anymore?
Yeah, but now they're in these little plastic boxes.
Plastic. Yeah, it just doesn't have the same. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have the original tin.
In our camper, we have, you keep your medical supplies and junk in there. And my buddy Chuck, he nicks himself, and I go inside and get a Band-Aid, and he's like, how old are these things? It's like, we bought them last week. Because we keep them in the metal Band-Aids can.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You know? Then they don't get crushed up and stuff. He's like, where did you get a metal Band-Aid can? It's like, we got them around the house here. It's I feel like they were perfect to
Too
refill.
funny.
Mm.
That's like, I think you were the one that was here the day that we were talking about the international flavored coffees that used to come in the little Unfortunately, they had a plastic cover once you pulled that.
Yeah, but those also made great little stash boxes.
Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
Yeah, they did. They were like the size of a Spam container without the yucky shit inside.
Yeah, once you get rid of that yucky coffee, you could actually put Spam in there.
Yeah. I like the mocha ones and the vanilla. I I don't think I'm big on hazelnut. That's why I like. What the hell is with everything being Nutella? Like, we watch all these cake things, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Maybe like watching the cake food channel, whatever you want to call it. But I've never had Nutella, you know what I mean? But if I'm gonna eat chocolate, I'm gonna eat chocolate. I don't want it to be mixed with hazelnut. I don't want it to be watered down.
Yeah.
You know. Hi. But everything now is like Nutella inside your cake and all that stuff. And I'm like,
It's like, yeah, give up the Nutella, use regular chocolate.
right?
Okay? Give up the soy milk, get some from a cow. Let's
Nice.
do things the way they were intended to be done.
Right?
You know? It's like when these people are like, I made some unbelievable burgers. No, you made some veggie pancakes. That's what you made.
Or tofu crap.
Yeah, you can't call it burger unless it's actual meat, okay?
Right? Which is funny that you say that because remember Kentucky Fried Chicken and then it went to KFC?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, it was kind of like, I don't know if the rumors are true or not, but they went from being like you got your chicken from a farm to KFC now has their chicken in a laboratory and they don't even have heads and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, what?
I want all natural stuff. Don't even be trying to feed me some Coney Island hot dog. I want to know the cow this thing came from.
Yeah, right.
That's like the restaurant at my work, Pat. It's what is it? Vegetarian, vegan,
Vegan.
vegan. They're advertising steak and cheese for lunch.
Mm.
So
Why would
it's-
do that?
It's a beef. It's beef bouillon with
Ugh.
tofu or whatever shit they
Disgusting.
use. Yeah.
My sister-in-law would cook that way, and it's like, no, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get a burger.
Nothing
This
against
is much
vegan,
healthier for you. And she would just push and push and push, and I'm like, look, you want to be a vegetarian? That's all on you. And she's like, I'm not vegetarian, I'm pescatarian. It's like, I don't care who you pray to. I'm not eating anything that's not real meat.
Right.
right? The only grass I want is grass-fed beef.
The riffraff
Yeah.
is great to
Or, you know, like they say, the grass is always greener in the other guy's bag. Bring me some of that.
Right.
Nutella is the perfect way to ruin hazelnuts with that chocolate.
Monster.
Oh, yeah, they got him going good now. I tell you what, they tear that sucker apart. There ain't much left of him now. A lot of shell.
Yeah, a lot of picking going on.
Oh, yeah, it's funny, especially when they first came out before I was trying to get the computer up on stream. These suckers were out there on the hood of my wife's car.
See, up here it's crows, not vultures.
Oh,
But we do have vultures.
Awesome,
Yeah,
man.
we have turkey vultures.
Yeah.
They don't do the roadkill thing though.
So when you're driving and you go, look, is that no, it's a turkey vulture because you can
Yes.
tell by the way the feathers lay out.
Around here, that's the next level of old lady.
Right.
So it's like, you have your old lady, then you have your cougars, then you have your turkey vultures.
Yeah, then you have the turkey vulture.
Yeah.
That is too funny.
I mean, you walk into certain bars under 60 years old, and they're on you. Like,
Good fella.
the joys of Florida.
Look away game.
Yeah. Oh,
Too much of that around here. Nothing scarier than seeing somebody with an 80-year-old face and 20-year-old hair and boobs.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like, no.
I think I hate myself. The best picture I ever missed was at a Home Depot one day. I seen this old couple, and I swear to God, no less
my
than
God.
70s or 80s. The old man's fine, dressed like an old man, got his hat on, his little pullover jacket. His wife guy from head to toe, Gene Simmons with the fucking devil dragon boots and all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, are you shitting me?
In the 70s, like 6-inch stripper heel boots.
She was pumping
Leather.
on man.
Way to spend your
Wrinkles
pension.
happening.
Mm.
Oh my Lord.
Mm.
I missed it though. I didn't have my phone. One picture I'll never get.
Mm. Yeah, it's another picture you'll never get out of your head.
Right? It's burned
I
into
can
his.
still see it.
You know, when you're in your 80s and that starts to become attractive, just take yourself out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. See, I want to go psst, psst to somebody. Hey, got any fentanyl? So that I can store it somewhere in case of emergency. Eat. You know what I mean? Because if I get diagnosed
What are you
with
doing there,
terminal
foot?
cancer or whatever, if there's no chance of surviving, I'm not going to go through all that stuff of slowly killing myself. We'll just have
Mama, that's why you need to find one that's pre-trained. You know, mostly whipped and housebroken. Those are.
Hey, what are you doing?
My husband
put your
passed
shoe on.
before me.
Go put your shoe on. Yeah.
Trick or treat. What is that?
What is what?
I just I don't know, a spider.
You must have brought it back from camp.
Dude, it just went under. It had like a white pinhead. That's all I saw. Okay, on the very edge of the coffee table, and it was almost like Daddy Longleg, but it had like a pinhead, a push pin or something. Dude, I saw it.
Dude.
Okay, it went underneath the table, which is why
dude.
I'm freaking out right now. I'm freaking. I hate, obviously spiders are everywhere. Blah blah blah. I was rocking the baby a couple of months ago at night. And I was rocking him, and a freaking spider went over his hip and onto my arm, and I did like this reverse wave and shot it somewhere in the bedroom. I don't even know. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't drop the baby after that.
Get so scared you're smacking the spider with the baby's hand.
Right? Oh my good acquaintance. Oh, Meme, you're so funny.
Yeah, but looks aren't everything.
You monster.
What'd you say?
I said looks aren't everything.
Oh, there's that squishy, scrunchy face. What you doing? I'm sorry, kind of tried to whack him with your book, but whoa, crazy. Yeah, good thing you didn't have a sandwich. Because I'm bashing him with your bottle. I'm not going to waste my coffee. Oh, ma'am, you're so funny. Remember being funny? So funny. Oh, we got about 15 minutes left of the stream. Speaking of fentanyl, they say there are traces of drugs on our money. What if fentanyl starts showing up? Do we need to have Narcan on hand just for coin hunting?
Scary thought.
Well, I guess, remember, if anybody watched Clark's Cove, he had a cut on his finger from the glass inserts on the, what are they, mason jar liners or something like that? Yeah, so he had a cut on his finger. And everybody's like, that's why you don't wear gloves, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you right now, when I do metal detecting, I am digging with my hand, because it's hard to feel shit with the gloves. You know what I mean? Like, you might pass by what you're searching for. So yes, I do a lot of my metal detecting freehand, freestyle. I've also been stung by bees below ground because I was trying to remove whatever from this tree stump, and it was like, and I get stung about 4 times by these teeny tiny freaking bees that were under the ground. Oh my god. Huh. And I just poured my drink in the dirt and made mud, put it on my hand, and we still stayed out in the woods for about an hour till we finished metal detecting. But let me tell you, that hurt like hell. A couple of my friends' fathers did that. Said if they get cancer, they aren't going out like that. And yes. And again, you know what I mean? Like, not to sound like I wouldn't even know where to look for it, but I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure if you need anything, you can find stuff. But it really is like I want to put it in case of emergency, break glass or whatever.
Hey, everybody knows somebody that knows a guy,
right? Because I'd rather do that or even have it liquid, and you pour a little bit on a piece of paper and roll a joint. Take a couple of puffs. Actually, I saw a movie or something like that where that's how the person was let the mother pass or whatever because she was real bad with the cancer and she couldn't take it anymore. And she was like, yeah, no. And she got some fentanyl, put it on a rolling baby, and had the mom take a couple of hits, and then she just gradually went to sleep.
And I was like, oh shit, I should have had her sign the will first. Damn it.
Yeah. Reverse prospect in the house. He's Jeff up. I know a guy that knows a guy. Well, send me one with a puck. No. Holy shit, too funny. I mean, not really. It's pretty sad, that we have to even think of that, but I don't give a shit. I'll put it in my tackle box or something, somewhere no one will ever, other than because I just told him where it would be.
Yeah, it's like, geez, how did you get an orca? I used the wrong lure.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Cruising back to the dock, towing that thing behind you.
Oh my god, dude! In our kayaks, literally have been pulled around by bass.
Mm-hmm.
Like these bastards go for the side of the river, and I'm like trying to get underneath the tree branches and shit. And it's like, I end up getting hooked. How ironic! Oh my god!
You talking about?
Yes, they do. At least those things are a little more.
Bees.
Oh yeah. Like, and it's a funny thing because people were like, "Do you have a fear of running into anything while you're out in the woods or out detecting?" Number one, I don't know what it is about the equinox, but the tone of it is definitely a dog attractor.
Deer, turkey.
Animals seem to
coyotes.
gravitate towards that sound for some strange reason. So, hey, maybe you should bring a metal detector with you hunting.
Around here, if you go frog gigging, which is kind of fun to do, if you like eating frogs, one of those little laser pointers like you play with your cat with, just shine that anywhere in the water or in your yard, even at the right time of year, and the frogs just flock to the light.
Really?
Yep.
That's weird. Why do they eat bugs that glow? Well, then again, there are.
Don't know, but they're drawn to the light. So if you're out to get frogs, instead of cruising the river, you stay in one spot and shine your light, and you see them when they get close. And
yes, venture to Michigan with Lisa. We do bass fishing quite a bit here. When we go out, that's pretty much what we catch. We might get a pickerel.
Trout occasionally.
Every once in a while, trout, but usually it's the bass. No matter where we go, it's bass. Or the first time I caught a pickerel, I thought I had a snake on my freaking. Bashing it with my horn. No, I'm kidding. I get off. But I will say that I have mutilated a couple of fish, and I apologize. But some fish you just can't get that hook off, no matter how much you're trying to back out of that,
Doing-
and I
Yeah.
literally tore the bottom jaw off, and all right, I guess you're some other animal's food now. Some bird will come down and get you, but they're usually like sunfish and rock bass are the ones that I seem to.
So you just cut the line and let them swim away.
How we
Then
gonna
all of
do
their friends are like, dude, you got the piercing. Looks cool.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, we saw, was it a video? This kid that whenever he caught a rock bass or a sunfish or whatever, he cut off the top. Is it the top fin, or did he keep that one?
cut off all of
All
them,
the fins,
except the back one.
except for the tail?
Yeah.
Except for the tail. Cut all the fins. He still throws it in, and so it still kind of moves. It's still alive, but not for long.
You use it as bait.
Yeah.
Yep. But that's what I'm like, the next one I mutilate or whatever, I might as well just keep it in my freaking boat and cut it up. And I know I had a salmon that was a little too small, so we had to toss it back. This is when he had his 14-foot aluminum, and we went to the lake. And yeah, I caught a fish. I'm like, woohoo! I don't eat salmon, but he does. So, anywho, the bench in his boat had a ruler, but that was in the seat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, anywho, the freaking fish was a little too small, so I had to throw it back. So I whip it back to go into the water, and a fucking eagle goes off with my salmon. That was cool.
Never too small for an eagle.
No, and the funny thing is I see birds when I'm fishing, and I go, no, because I don't want them to go for my torpedo, which is the top water. It sounds like a beetle, you know what I mean? But it's like, you don't want to grab that. You don't want to grab that. So I try to scare them before they get close to my stuff. Right?
All right, a few more minutes here. I'm going to back down off of here. I got to go make some calls and junk and stuff. It was super hanging out with y'all this morning.
Super having you up here with us, as always.
Hopefully you got some energy later on. You can meet us over at Jeff's, Brewers Prospecting. Going live tonight. Always a fun time. Get some cool things planned. So everybody going to want to be there. All of y'all. I know your names.
Yeah, we know where you're from.
That's it.
I gotta set my freaking alarm for crying out loud, like man. But our baby cycle is starting to expand more. You know what I mean? His sleeping and la la la. So again, it's a learning curve. But when he goes down, that's usually when I try to get a nap. Doze or whatever. I wake up because I gotta pee. He just goes and does his stuff. He wakes up when his stomach starts growling. Bass really love the Whopper Popper. The Whopper Popper.
We got it.
Do we have it?
Yeah.
We do?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, is that the red thing that looks like it has the...
No, it's got the metal.
It's got a metal hook on it.
And we know that the bass like the chicken shooters. That's right, PA. Those from Can Do. Alrighty, I am out of here. I will catch y'all later on.
All right, have a great day, Pat. Sorry, I cannot speak today.
See you, everybody.
Goodbye, Pat. So we get about 7 minutes left of the stream. Oh, Benzo Gold in the house. What's going on, buddy? Chicken shooters. What is a chicken shooter? I know. Chicken shooter. Sounds like a drink. Shooter. I don't know. That's too funny. Hubby used to catch carp. Bill, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us as always. Great to have you here with us, huh, baby? Hubby used to do catch carp in the carp, right? Mm-hmm. In the river with oatmeal and vanilla, and just squeeze like. Oh my goodness, it best you. Oh my goodness, it best you. Just squeeze it and set it on the hook, right? And it kind of slowly dissolves in the water, and the carp actually go for it. Scoop it right off the bottom. I was like, get out of here, but I've literally seen them snag one, and I've actually seen them catch the big carp that was in my cousin's pond, which was probably this big. No lie, it's not a fish story. It's for real. I held it. He held it. We put it back in. What you doing? You trying to come over here? Howdy doody. Doody doo doo. What you doing? Whoa.
Yeah, he wants to grab hold of the Peter. Not crazy man.
Corn pops and Jello. You know what? Pick's uncle used to fish with. What were they? Vantage filters.
Oh,
Cigarette filters that had like the V, look like a V in a circle or something like that.
Just let out the line.
He would,
100 yards behind the boat.
and the fish would
grab
go
it.
for the cigarette filters. Like what? I think they were going for the smell of his breath or something on the paper. I don't know. They got a few enormous sturgeon out of the river here. Nice. Whoa, nice scream.
Yeah, that's one thing we don't have up here, sturgeon.
Now, what is that?
That's that big fish there. It gets 6-8 feet long with the sucker mouth on it.
Ah,
Get the
gotcha.
scales on the side. Almost like
Okay.
dinosaur rail.
Oh, yes. Okay. Powder in your mash, smash around your corn pop.
Yeah, we used to use a bread dough too. We used to round up balls. They're the size of golf balls. Our carp get pretty big up here, upwards of 50 pounds if you can find them.
Didn't we have weird walleye or something like that too? Or are those the carp that have the big eyes?
We had big eyes, but that's in the Connecticut River.
I thought back in the day we were
No,
people that were fishing in the Merrimack were pulling out some weird looking yucks.
Nope, not that I know of.
JP Brewdog, Benzo says. Oh, we got 3 minutes left. Huh, what you doing? You gonna say hi, everybody? Hi. Hi, all. Hi, guys. Everybody from Brews Crew, and JP Bar. Hi, guys. Hi. See, sorry we haven't been on your screen in a while, huh?
Just a crappy.
Baby. Crappy.
Yeah.
We'll hit those dough balls.
I'm about to try for some of those actually, Lisa, and probably in the next few weeks, as soon as the ice is gone up here, we have a lake not too far from here in Manchester. But we slow troll with lead line, and then we put them down 30 feet with lures and just slow troll in a big circle, and we pick them up.
Well, the lake
But
he's
the
talking about.
crappie are at least 12, 13 inches long. Really nice fish.
They're the lake he's talking about is our drinking water.
Yeah.
Lake
Massabesic.
Massabesic. Feeds.
And nobody really fishes for them here. It's not really a sport fish up here.
It's a huge lake, which he always says, why do we go there? I never catch it. You're not gonna find a
Bass.
trout.
Bass
Well,
is
we
like,
get
you know,
bass, but
barely.
you're like, that about the only thing you'll get is bass if you're lucky. That's when you do this shoreline. But you've gotten stuff out of the middle, though, didn't you? Bass. Yeah, I like fishing in my kayak. But then, I got to try not to let my mind think of shit, because the worst of the worst would be to I'll be paddling up to some shallow area and finding somebody. Like somebody. That would be. Remember when we first started dating and we were in the canoe at the lower part behind the Neuro Spine Center?
Oh, yeah.
And we thought there was a baby. We thought there was a dead baby in the water. I was fucking almost freaking out. It was a doll. It was like a doll the size of him. It was a huge doll, huh? It was enough the size where like I said, I literally thought that, oh my God, somebody threw their baby off the bridge into the water or whatever. But no, it was a baby doe that probably ended up where it was because of a flood. That makes more sense, you know what I'm saying? So we reached the 2-hour mark. I had plans, but thunderstorms, scaredy cat keep me up. So
I went out for a little while.
the backup
but,
plan. You getting out on the creek today, Bendo? Oh, okay, so maybe he was already answering him. I don't know. However, like I said, it is 2 hours. I try to keep it at the 2 hours, especially since it's towards the end of the month now. And I don't want it to just be like going black screen and we're gone. So we are going to keep it at the 2-hour mark, and we are going to say our goodbyes. Hi, Kaden. Say bye. Say thanks for hanging out with us today.
Everybody
And
have a
hopefully
great
we
week.
will see everybody on Friday, or better
Tonight.
yet, tonight we will see everybody.
Bye, Mama.
Hopefully tonight at Brewers Prospecting. That's right.
Right.
All right, guys. Everybody have a great day.
In a week.
In a week. Have a great night. Have every day in between awesome. And hopefully we can do all this again on Friday. Later, peeps.
Peace.
Keep in touch with yourself. Pumpkins. Bye, everybody. Back to work, Can-Do says. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Boogie, boogie, boogie. All right, let's say bye-bye. Toodles.